Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Circle Empires. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $8, although it is 66% off until November 1st, 2021. In fact, the entire franchise is on sale. You can get all of the Circle Empires games for roughly $10, down from $24 if you like what you see. So, what is Circle's Empires? Well, it's a game that was released back in 2018, and I've been playing it off and on for the last couple of years. It's a fast-paced RTS game, not very deep, but it's still fun to play. If you recall games like Age of Mythology or Age of Empires, typically I felt like those games were a bit of a slog. I enjoyed them. They're fantastic games, don't get me wrong, but there are instances where I felt like, man, Age of Mythology, like, it's half an hour and I'm only on, like, the second age. Now, granted, I'm not very good at micromanagement when it comes to RTS games. I'm a clicker, not a keystroker. But still, it takes so long to do anything in that game, at least I feel. This game sort of fixes that and only gives you 3 resources to worry about, and everything is just very fast. There's wood, food, and gold, primarily. And the game has 3 different modes that you can play in. There's Monster Hunt, where you have to find your opponent and defeat it to win. Capturing the other circles on the map is not required. Full Conquest is you have to capture every single circle. Typically, it's just scattered empires that don't really capture other ones. They're just more there to act as a shield wall to prevent you from capturing everything. And then finally, Imperial Conflict, you compete against other AI-controlled opponents. They will actively try and take over all of the map. So there's 3 different modes there. You can also choose a leader, and these leaders will give you starting bonuses, and they give you bonuses for capturing circles on the map. And, for example, Wolfram the Warlord starts with 1,000 food, and every time you claim a circle, you get +2 defensive towers. So he's very, very defensive that way. I like that. Whereas on the other side of the coin, you've got this economist who starts with more workers and a bank. Banks just generate gold over time, which is nice. Each claim circle that you get is +2 gold piles, so you never have to worry about gold with him. He's always got some kind of gold resource coming in. And once you get into the map, you'll find that it's broken up over, well, circles. You can choose like a small, medium, large map. That's typically like a 3x3, 4x4, and so on. I think it's also 5x5, but don't quote me on it. So you start off in one circle, and typically you've got every resource there. Sometimes, typically it's food and wood. But your job really is to branch out and capture other circles on the map, and then put workers down and generate more resources. And you're trying to do that faster than your opponents, and you're trying to defend the territory that you have. That's part of the charm of this game. I mean, yeah, it's light on strategy. You can just put units down wherever you feel like it. There's no barracks. So you click on the little build menu on the very top of the screen. You plop down units however you see fit. There's melee units, there's ranged. There's even mythical units like dragons and other crazy stuff, but they're super powerful but very expensive. There are like blacksmith upgrades, but again, you don't even need to build a blacksmith. They're just upgrades that you can buy right from the beginning of the game, assuming you've got the resources to do it. Armor, weapon power, and so on. So, very light in terms of RTS and city building. But yeah, you're going to branch out from your starting circle, try and take over the map. You can put walls down to defend the circles that you do have. You can train units. They do level up over time, which is nice. Even the villagers will level up and will grant you access to unique buildings that you didn't have before. So that's kind of cool. So there's different like boss monsters that you'll occasionally have to deal with. And then after the battle is over, typically you earn unlocks, typically. These unlocks will give you access to new leaders that you didn't have access to before. There's also a treasury which fills up with gold. It's just, as far as I can tell, it's aesthetic. It doesn't really do anything for you, but it looks nice. So the more you play, the larger this treasury gets. But yeah, this game is more of a fast-paced RTS where you can plop down, I think there's a total of roughly 20 units or so, 20, 25 units, and there's like, I want to say 10 to 15 upgrades, something like that. Again, units do level up over time. You can put down pumpkins even, and they generate food for you. However, if you let them go and not be harvested by your peasants or workers, then they actually grow up into something bigger and have more food. Banks that you put down, which auto-generate gold, will level up over time as well. So not just the units, but buildings that you put down too will sometimes level up. My only complaint really is that when you put down a worker, you really can't control what he's going to harvest. So when you're putting down those pumpkins, for example, if you've got a ton of workers in that area, there's a chance that your pumpkins will be harvested up before they've had a chance to grow. So I wish there was more control over what your workers were collecting. Like if your little circle there has both food and wood in it, and you really need food badly, but there's collecting wood, it's like, all right, do I put down more workers, or do I just accept the fact that maybe I'm just gonna not have enough food for a while and go branch off somewhere else and try and find food there. So there's that. There's also different biomes in these circles. Like there's like swampland, there's ice, there's desert. The only thing that really matters when it comes to biome, there's no like hot or cold debuff, but the swamp and water biomes will slow your units down. That's the extent of biome, issues with this. Again, very lighthearted. Some of the units are cool, granted. I just wish there was more, honestly. But that being said, for $8, it's not bad. It's definitely worth the $2.71 that it is now. Again, there are DLC packs available for this game, like Apex Monsters, I believe, is a DLC for this. It's normally $2, and it's right now at 67 cents. There is a soundtrack that you can buy also. It's on sale. And there's also Circle Empire's Rivals, which is the follow-up to Circle Empires. I do not have it. I believe it's more multiplayer based, and it has more units, but I have not played it. Maybe I'll get a copy at some point. I don't know. It's been a couple of years now. I don't think they're handing out press keys anymore for games like that. But anyway, Circle Empires, do I recommend it? Yes, especially now that it's on sale. And again, that lasts until November 1st. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.